Hi, Dan Steven Erickson here, songwriter. No song today, and I've done my best in 6 months now not to talk politics. But you know what? I think some things have to be said. And I don't care which side you're on, right, left, liberal, conservative. It's not okay in America right now. On June 20th, I wrote an article on my website, danstevenerickson.com, about how I am keeping an eye on moving out of America. I'm not an extremist. I'm not an alarmist. I just see bad things happening. Either party. I don't care which party you serve, that you bow down to. I know people think I'm some kind of bleeding liberal. Yeah, I may side a little more with the left than the right, but both parties are taking us down a dark road, and there's no turning back. If this thing we call America fails, if democracy fails, we're in a world of trouble, and nothing is making America great again right now. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's not. We are not becoming great again. We are becoming worse and worse and worse. Things are getting harder for everyday people. It's harder to make a living. It's harder to pay your rent. People from other cultures, other backgrounds, they're having a harder time existing, and they're afraid. This isn't the America I grew up in. Sure, there was some civil unrest back in the 60s, but is that what we want again? Do we want to go back to the 60s and try to damage everything we did since the 50s and 60s and 70s? Come on, man. We're going the wrong direction, right? And so that's why I have my eye on possibly moving to other places. You know, places on the list are places like Thailand and Costa Rica and Portugal and even Canada and Iceland. I've got my eye on escape because I feel like America is actually becoming a kind of a prison. We're heading toward, we want to bring the work back to America, and we want to dumb down education. So we're heading toward a system that we see in China now, where we have our kids working in factories. They're changing laws and building factories in Florida for that exact reason. Wake up, people. It's getting late. And so, like I said, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to get on my YouTube channel and talk about politics, but I can't stay silent anymore. And that's what I wrote on my website on June 20th. And guess what happened the very next day? America bombed Iran. And quite frankly, I'm not convinced that Iran needed to be bombed. I'm not convinced that we proved that they had nuclear facilities. I'm not convinced that the bombing did any good, other than possibly create an extended time of war in the future. Maybe the near future, maybe a few years down the road. But we didn't. If you're going to do the job, finish it. I wasn't for it, but if you're going to do it, finish it. We didn't finish it. We just poked them. So it's stupid, right? There's a lot of things in America right now that are stupid. The ICE raids. Hey, I understand some people are here illegally, and I understand that maybe we need to move some people out, but the way they're going about it is not right, right? So, sorry. This is a vent, or I'm ranting, I'm venting. I just created a new word there. You see that? A combination between venting and ranting, a vent. So, I just am reiterating, I'm actually looking at the possibility of moving outside of this country if things keep going the way they do. All right, next time I promise I'll be back with another song. This is Dan Steven Erickson, songwriter, and we'll talk again soon.